Y'all come on in. How is everyone? I did not want to let the day go without speaking to y'all. But I've been over my auntie's house, kicking it with the fam, seeing what was going on. So I done came in and threw some rollers in my head. And I'm getting ready to kind of chill out and go over lessons for tomorrow. Hey, Joshua, you are first. Welcome in, y'all. Come on in. You're the winner. Yes, you are. Y'all, come on in and let's chat for a minute. Like I said, I'm just really getting home. I fed Marley and I'm kind of worn out. So I'm going to get comfortable. Just chit chat with y'all for a little bit. I've already put rollers in my hair and stuff. Gotta do some skincare, so I got the camera turned. So y'all come on in and let's just gossip for a little minute, chit chat, see what's going on. Two things I really want to talk to y'all about too, especially if I get a good little crowd. Cause I saw a movie that I shared on my timeline that kind of bothered me. And I saw something on TikTok that I wanted to discuss with the Lulu gang uh about this young lady. She made this video and I wanted to talk about it. And then the little gossip, see what's going on in the sector and stuff like that. So y'all come on in here. We got 5 folks in here, 4 likes. I know I usually don't have a lot of engagement when I have when I don't have the camera turned on myself. But at any rate, I hope that you guys had a good day today. Happy Tuesday? Terrific Tuesday. What's up? What's up? BCU. Hey, hello. Lucinda, Mystic Green in Houston, Texas. Hey, babe, I've been missing you. How are you, Sugar Wooga? Girl, I've been missing you. How is the fam? Oh, we got 46 people in here now. 5 likes. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button for me. We just gonna chat. Just kind of catch up. That's all, y'all. Y'all, Auntie Lou is getting comfortable, honey. I need to share with y'all my OOTD, but for some reason my Wi-Fi acts up at work. So when I be trying to upload during my break. But at any rate, y'all come on in here. 25 in the building. Y'all hit that like button. Okay, you been in the bushes? Well, good. I hope that everything is up. Look, phone. I got it on this little stand, y'all. I didn't think it was gonna stay. But yeah, hon, I'm gonna put my I'm gonna take a shower in a minute. So I'm getting myself kind of together. I hope you guys had a good one. Um, I'm kind of still the same way. My mood has not gotten all the way better, but I am feeling some better. I have those times when when grief kind of hits me and I don't bounce out of it like I would like to. But I being with family today really helped. And I'm feeling so much better. So yeah. My birthday is Thursday. I'll be 55 years old. I think we're going to kind of like go out over the weekend and stuff like that. My aunt's birthday is on the 2nd. My other aunt's birthday is on the 12th. So yeah, everything's going to be okay. So yeah, y'all. It's 30 people in the chat. 6 likes. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. So what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing okay. I got my little red light on, child, red comforter. Y'all know I'm a little ghetto, but baby, I like the vibe. So I hope everybody is doing well, y'all. I just really wanted y'all to hear my voice. What's up, Miss Alabama? Hey, I'm feeling a little better today, y'all. I really, really am. It started out kind of, you know, but I just kept on going, y'all. I kept on praying. I started back my reading. I'm on the Bible reading plan. So I started back with that. I got into my morning meditation, and I do feel some better, but just not all the way better. Um, but guess what? God is. You waiting on my birthday? Ooh, honey. Miss Alabama, I hope that I'm in a better mood for my birthday. I pray that I don't still have this same woe is me type of attitude. I am definitely going to work on it tomorrow. I'm going to talk to my therapist. Hey, Toy, and work this thing out. Like I told y'all on my last live, this happens last year, and it's happened this year. But I'm just not excited at all about my birthday. I get into this don't care mode. And yesterday I was just angry. I was just pissed off. For no reason really. It's just the grief. That's all it is, y'all. And I really, really hate to be that way. So we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. One step at a time. Work on it because your mom wouldn't want you to be feeling like that. No, she wouldn't want me to be like this, Miss Alabama. She really, really wouldn't. I don't know what to tell you. I want my mom. What a strange times we're living in. Yep. I want my mom, Miss Alabama. And I know that's hard for people to understand. I found myself asking God to just let me talk to her just let me have her for 5 minutes. I found myself trying to bargain. I don't know if I go through this thing where I'm having a temper tantrum or what. But at any rate, I'm going to work on it. I did talk to my therapist today. Um, we're going to work on it in the morning to try to work through what it is. I don't, it was always when my birthday came, it was always the gift was having her. And now I don't have that anymore. So I've done parties. I've done all the big stuff. Like I've done it already. So what else is there to celebrate? Until one of my coworkers said to me, she said, I want to talk to you. She said, I understand how you feel. She said, but my niece, who lived with me and my husband for a while, her birthday's on the 26th. And she said she's, in a gay relationship. She moved to Texas and everything was going good. And her and the young lady got into it. A young lady had her arrested on Christmas Day. They've been constantly getting into it. The young lady went to her girlfriend's house and she was getting ready to shoot her girlfriend. When she did not shoot her girlfriend, the relationship was over. This young lady killed herself. So her funeral is Thursday on my birthday. And I thought about that. I said, you know what? Shake this off. This is nothing but the devil. You know this is the devil. You got to shake this off. Lucinda, you got to really, really pray. God has not left you. Okay? So because I don't want to get into that type of spiral. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to the point where I feel, like that. So I'm working on it, y'all. I I can't turn it on and off. I just can't. So I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm gonna be all right. Mama would not want me to do that. She would say, girl, I'm fine. What's wrong with you? It's not that I'm worried about her. I want my mom. I want her. And I feel like I should be able to say that. Just because she gone does not mean I'm going to stop wanting her. And I just feel like sometimes I have to yell that. I want her. I don't want my auntie. I don't want my cousins. I want my mom. That's what I want. And I can't have it. And I'm pissed off about it. I know it's not right, but I am. I know she was here 91 years. I want a 91 more. You know? So I got to work on it. Life doesn't work that way. I can't have my way. So yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got to grow up a little bit, Miss Alabama. I got to grow up a little bit, right? I got to grow up a little bit. I can't have my way. And now, ain't nobody here to tell me that I can't have my way. But yeah, it was good to be with my family. It was good to be in my auntie's house, y'all, and just talk and stuff like that. That's what I needed. I was talking to my best friend last night, and she's a little frustrated with me. She said that, Lucinda, you isolate yourself and you don't give us a chance to comfort you because you have such a defense up. And it's not a defense. I just know that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want it to be where when I come around, that's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about me. So yeah. So I'm working on myself. I did put a little more effort into what I wore today. I didn't put on any makeup, didn't put on no lip gloss. So y'all know I'm still not feeling my best. But guess what? I'm going to push through and I'm going to get better. I promise you I am. It's just, I miss my girl, y'all. I miss my girl. That's all I can tell you. But other than that, though, everything is going okay. So I was watching this movie, y'all, the other day, and it really, really kind of hurt my feelings. The movie was, I shared it on my timeline. The movie was abducted at a HBCU. And y'all know I'm a graduate of a HBCU. I had no idea that this was a real issue. So when I watched the movie, of course, I got right on Google. I Googled it. I saw the interviews with the people who were in the movie. Y'all, I had no idea that traffickers were targeting HBCU. Toy G, Miss Alabama said she got something for you. Ooh, wee, girl. You got something coming, honey. Miss Alabama said she got something for you, baby. So yeah, so the movie was about a young lady, she was, really, really struggling, to stay in school. Her dad was on drugs, but she did have a place to stay. And you know how it is, a college student, you kind of struggling or whatever, to make ends meet. And so this guy with this really nice car, he would kind of hang around the campuses and, buy the girls meals and stuff like that, and then slip some in their drink. And then he abducts them and he basically pimps them out. And y'all, when I tell y'all, that just scared me because I said, oh my God, I used to advocate, well, I still do advocate for HBCUs because it's such a closer community for our Black students. But now, well, when I watched that movie and I saw, what's up, butter cookies? When I saw that movie, what a pretty little girl. When I saw that movie and I saw the interaction and how the kids moved, it did seem to be a little bit different. But the fact that somebody would actually go to an HBCU to kidnap a black girl or to kidnap black women, knowing that they're there to better their lives, it just really like, was I that naive? Was I that naive in college? Because when I tell y'all, when I saw the young lady, that could have been me, y'all. Because I was that freaking naive. And I just couldn't do nothing but say thank you, Jesus. But it scared me. Like, are we doing enough? Are we really prepared? Are we really talking to the young people when they go to college, as far as safety is concerned? Because when I saw that movie, I immediately felt responsible. Yes, her advisor and her were close. So her advisor went into beast mode. And her advisor kind of remind me of myself. Like when they don't, well, hey, Tracal, you know how it is. Like when you get a good relationship with students and they talk to you, you know what they're looking forward to, and they don't show up, you know to look for them. So that's what the advisor did. So when the advisor found out where she lived, she went there. She went to her room. She looked in her room, and she could tell that some of the stuff that was left in her room, that she wouldn't have left it. So she started asking questions, and she just one of the young ladies said that there was a guy who hangs out and buys the young ladies meals, and that a lot of times that she noticed that after the young ladies hang out with him, they're not seen anymore. So that's when the teacher put two and two together, and there was a lady, kind of like a vigilante person, who actually tracks traffickers and tries to get the girls to leave. And the young man kind of was suspicious of this young lady, so he beat that young lady to an inch of her life. So when the advisor went to visit this young lady and saw that this other young lady who was helping her got beat up, then she went into beast mode, and she just took a chance and went to where the girls were held, and she paid the guy like she wanted to have sex with somebody. And when she went into the room, she ended up sneaking out of that particular because they had trailers. So what they do is they like get a whole bunch of trailers, and they set up like a little trailer park, and then they pay these men to come in and blah blah blah. And yeah, but when I was listening to the interviews of the young lady who was what's that dude's name? They're playing that movie, damn, y'all, the fine one. Shit. What's that dang movie? I can't think of the one 50 Cent. Y'all know the one 50 Cent made popular. Damn, on the tip of my tongue. You know the fine light skinned dude that was cheating on his wife with the little Mexican girl. You know, he got a whole series, 50 Cent. But anyway, the black girl in that series was the advisor. And it's a really good movie, y'all. It's on the Lifetime. It's on Lifetime, but it's called Abducted from a HBCU. And I just had no idea that things were like that at HBCUs. Power, that's it. What's the girl's name? What's that black girl's name on Power? The mama. She was in it. It's really a good movie, y'all. It's really, really a good movie. But by me being from a HBCU, it just brought back memories. And I do remember being put in a situation like that. And I shared this with y'all one time. And that's why it resonates so much with me. I forgot her name, but she's yes. So this is what happened to me when I was in college. My best friend is a Delta. I'm a Zeta. So my best friend went to another school. She went to Lambeth, and I went to Lane College. I graduated from Lane College. So my she wasn't happy at Lambeth. She was always hanging out on campus. So I always had a private room because I'm a brat and I don't share rooms well with other girls. I can't think of his name, but I know who you're talking about. The crime. Yes, yes. So I always had a private room. My mom always paid extra for that. So I just snuck her in and let her stay in my room against campus rules. Now, when I was in college, I was terrible. I always broke the rules. I got away with a lot of bull crap. So yeah. So I was letting the girl stay in my room. Shamar Moore, uh-huh. So when I let the girl, this my friend stay in my room, unbeknownst to the school. So she had a car, I didn't at the time. So I would drive her car a lot. So, by her being a Delta, she was cool with a whole bunch of Qs. And baby, we had some fine ass Qs on the yard. Do y'all hear me? I'm talking about fine. So, one of my friends who was a Q, who was going to school, who was going to Lane, of course, to be a doctor, because usually what they do is they major in biology and then they go, what year? I was in school, I was, let's see, 89. I graduated like 92 from Lane. Yeah. So he was a Q dog. I was a Zeta. And so she said, hey, he needs to go to his apartment to go get something. Can you drop him off and bring him back? I said, okay. All right. So I said, oh, cool. So I don't know if she set me up. I really don't know. But when I took him to the apartment, my thought that he was gonna, I was just gonna sit there with the car running or whatever, either turn it off. He was gonna go ahead and go upstairs, get his stuff, and come on back. Was the movie a true crime movie? The name of the movie is Abducted at a HBCU. It's about trafficking, how they are trafficking and targeting girls at the HBCUs. Like they'll show up, buying them food, hanging out, well dressed. You know how it is, because on a college campus, especially at a HBCU, a lot of the students there are really struggling. They're really poor. So if it's somebody getting ready to go buy some food, baby, baby, we gonna pile up in the car because we just want to get something to eat. And if you paying for it, yes. So that usually, if you're buying food, a college student, baby, listen, you gonna get some college students, okay? So in my case, I took my which I thought he was my friend. I took him to to his apartment, which wasn't far from the campus. And when I got there, I pulled up. He reached over and grabbed the key, turned it, and ran upstairs. Because he kept asking me to go, well, just come on up. I got to get this, come on up. And I'm like, no, no. Because then I'm looking at him like, huh? Because I'm thinking that we're friends, right? So we wouldn't go there. It was the middle of the day. What you talking about? So I know what he wanted. And I should have been more careful because I know how Q dogs get down. They are known for raping you. Date rape and raping is so prevalent on college campuses. These guys, and I shouldn't say rape, gape. I'm sorry. Well, we were in class, y'all. We was in class. So just like we hanging out, right? And class maybe gonna be in what 5 to 8. So we hanging out, and Butter Cookies, you said, hey, Lou, run me down to the Walgreens. I need to give me some aspirin. It was kind of like that, but I was naive. He took them keys and went upstairs to his apartment. So me being naive, I was kind of like, oh my God, how am I going to explain to her? This guy got her keys. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I get out the car and go upstairs to his apartment, and I shouldn't have never done that. When I got up there, y'all, that boy wanted to have sex with me, and he was not bullshitting. He was on me. I mean, he was grabbing and groping. I was in an unfamiliar place. I didn't know the layout, and your feelings are valid though. Hindsight, yes. Y'all, and at first I was like, gone, boy, gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, gone, boy, gone. It wasn't a gone, boy, gone situation. He was serious, serious. He wanted to have sex. So he let me know once he pinned me that he was serious. And so then I realized, oh, you in a situation, little girl. You got to get out of here, or else he's getting ready to take what he wants. And I was really shocked at that point. When he pushed me up against that wall and pinned me, that was no longer my friend. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was so scared. I realized that I had to get out of there because he was getting ready. He was getting ready. He was getting ready to undo his pants. And baby, I said, oh my God, I had to fight. I got strength. And when I tell you, I just started fighting. I started wailing. I started making noise. I just started losing it. Because this boy was getting ready to take advantage of me. I couldn't believe it. He was from a good family. His family knew my family. There was no need for that. He was a good-looking guy, fine as hell. He could have anybody. Why would you do that to me? I had to get out of there. So I fought. I fought this nigga. I gouged in his eyes. I started, baby, when I tell you I fought for my life. And I got out of there. He threw them keys, and I got them keys, and I was out of there. Never spoke to him again. Ever. Oh my God. I didn't know. Like I was so upset. But then I thought about it. First of all, I was going to be blamed because I shouldn't have been with him alone. I know how the cues get down. And at that time, when it's a guy in a fraternity and you accuse him of something like that, and you got so many Q dogs that work for the college, so many Q dogs on the yard, for me to have accused him or to tell people what happened, they would have always turned it on me. So I'm screwed. If I tell my mother, I'm in trouble because I done snuck this girl in, and I'm more screwed. So I couldn't tell nobody. So how I dealt with it, I avoided him. And it just really, really kind of messed with me, but it did make me carry myself a lot different from that point on. So, hindsight, he becomes a doctor, get married, have children. Very successful. He's very successful right now in Atlanta. So we at homecoming one year. And he comes over with his wife. So I started to walk off because I don't want to deal with them. And his wife goes around and she grabs me by the hand. And she said, Lucinda? I said, yeah. She said, I want to talk to you. And I was like, okay. And she said, listen. She called him by his name. She said, he really wants to apologize. It has always bothered him. He told me about what happened. He feels horrible. And he wants an opportunity to apologize. I was like, really? Huh? I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. What's the matter, mommy? Mommy's talking to her friends. Okay. Y'all, he came over. He was sobbing, crying because he knew what he did to me. He knew that I really considered him a friend. And he apologized. And the fact that his wife was right there, and I told him that I forgive him. I told him. You keep red lights on? Yeah, it's helping with my mood. So yeah, I could change to any color. Actually, it's a some type of light I got from Amazon. So I went ahead and forgave him, but I still haven't gotten over it. Scared you would ruin him by telling. Yeah, he was scared, but he could have ruined my life. He could have ruined my life. And I could have ruined his too, because I could have ruined his whole career. He wouldn't even had a career. Because he tried to grape me. He tried. That's the thing. Did I put myself in that position? Yeah, because you have to think like that, unfortunately, all the time as a woman. And as a black woman, when you are graped, you are pretty much not going to be believed. Okay? They look at us that we're because of course in college I was very fine. I didn't have any fat. I was fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We going bone for bone. You know what I'm saying? But even though I was still a young lady and I did not deserve to be raped, you see what I'm saying? He was cunning, done it before. Uh-huh. Yes, he's done it before. Many girls would come back to the dorm and they would be crying and they had been raped by different guys. I thought I knew the guys to stay away from. This was the cute dog that was well dressed. Now, he would get down at parties, but everybody knew he was going to be a doctor. So he carried himself different. You see what I'm saying? So I trusted him. I would have never given one of the other Qs a ride. It was only two Q dogs that I really, really trusted. And they were good friends of mine. And I really felt like people would look at me like I put myself in that position. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I was really, really feeling some type of way after it happened. I didn't know how to really approach it. I was so confused and I really couldn't share it with anyone. I felt like I couldn't share it with anyone. And I'm just glad that I made it out alive. I'm glad that I did not take a knife and stab him because there were knives. I couldn't reach him. That's the only reason why I didn't, because I definitely was going to. What if I had stabbed him that day? Would I have gotten off? Who knows? So I guess my point, because I saw that movie, I guess my point is for us as moms, aunts, sisters, and to really, really please talk to the young folks, make them aware, even at the high school level, because when they get to driving or they can walk somewhere, shoot, a grape will happen anywhere. You would have went to jail. Yeah, I would have went to jail. And people wouldn't have believed me. You know what I'm saying? It was that bad, jeez. Yeah. I was fighting for my life. I mean, he was serious, y'all. He was unbuttoning his pants, girl, and held me down. This a whole doggone this boy work out. He was built. He was solid. But when I tell you, baby, I fought for my life. I fought. He was not thinking. How dare you? You never know. Others would have come forward. You never know. But I just, at the time, to be honest with you, Butter Cookies, if you got me pinned and you trying to have sex with me, I ain't trying to go through no scenario. I'm trying to get out. So please talk to, and now they probably do it to men. Talk to your sons, your daughters, your family members about being very careful when it comes to people. Okay? Do not leave anything unattended. Not anything. No food, no popcorn, no piece of candy, nothing. Get them accustomed to not taking anything from anybody. I know on the college campus, folk, they be hungry, but we're living in different times now. Don't eat, drink anything from anyone. Okay? High school, middle school, college, no school. Because you don't know people and you just can't trust them. That's the message that I want to get out with that particular story. Because now that they're trafficking, and black girls, when they go missing, it's not really talked about. The news doesn't really pick it up because black women are the most disrespected on earth. Okay? White girls can come up missing. They gonna go looking for them. Black girls, they don't look for us. They don't look for our kids. Okay? So we have to be very, very vigilant. We have to talk. We have to communicate, because when I saw the interview and I just happened to Google it, y'all know I went right to Google. I saw so many stories right on YouTube of girls at HBCUs who've been abducted. This was a true story. When you all Google it, abducted at HBCU, type that in and just see what comes up. It's a real issue, y'all. And they're targeting black colleges and universities because nobody looks for us. Nobody cares. And they get away with taking advantage of others on these campuses. So if we don't start talking to our children and our family members and telling them the truth, then it's going to get worse. And that's a very, very traumatic thing. That's the worst thing you could do to a woman, is take advantage of her like that. It's very hard for us to get over that, ladies. And we don't deserve that crap. And I just wanted to come out here and just talk about that, tell my story. I've talked about it one time on here. At one time, no, it happened at Lane College for me. But did it happen at Alabama A&M? It may have been Alabama A&M. And it's probably happening in a lot of other places. We just probably don't hear about it. So please, ma'am, please, sir, talk to our kids, y'all. We don't want this to happen to any. We don't want to lose not one child. And they're kids. Even though they're college, they're kids. We don't want to lose one kid like that. Because when these young ladies are trafficked, if they don't cooperate, they just dispose of them. And they just move to different cities so they're not caught. And they have many people they had the white vans. They had people putting up fences. When the girls don't cooperate, they would build these great big kettles and put them in. They pull them out, cover them in water hole. I mean, just humiliating these girls. Just humiliating these girls. A lot of times, they'll get these girls, they'll get phones, and they'll record them in a very vulnerable position, and then they'll send it out. RC Bailey, you are so welcome. I just had to tell my story because it's getting ready to be prom season. We're getting ready to start celebrating graduations, okay? But let's have a real talk with our kids, our family members, okay? And let's be honest with them and let's equip them. They need to have a stun, at least a taser, okay? They don't need to accept anything from anybody unless it's come from family. And you can't trust family, okay? If you got somebody in your family in school, send them some money, baby. Send them some money. Make sure they got enough noodles. Make sure they got at least a couple of dollars where they ain't got to be begging nobody. Okay? Because they don't need to be vulnerable and needing anything. They're young. Okay? Their bodies are in shape. They not thinking. And so if you don't, and I know they don't want to hear it, the first thing they gonna do is roll their eyes. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Shake them, make them listen, okay? So that at least you have told them and you've been honest about what could happen because they think that nothing will ever happen to them. I never told my mother. My mother never knew that happened to me. First of all, if I had told my mom probably would have had Lane College shut down. My mama was a beast. Number two, I had that girl staying in my room and she wasn't supposed to be in my room. So I knew my ass could get kicked out of school. So, of course, that's why I wasn't trying to tell. Because I wasn't even supposed to be, her car wasn't even supposed to be on campus. I'm riding around and getting it, girl. Windows down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how are you? Welcome in. What's going on now and always is bigger than we know. Have you seen the movie Spotlight? No, I haven't seen the movie Spotlight. What is that movie about? And another reason why the girl introduced you to him. No, we all knew each other. We all knew each other. So it wasn't like that. We all knew each other. Hey, yo, we all knew each other. It was nothing like that. When I tell you, I knew them before we got to Lane. Our families knew each other. I knew them before I got to college. So I just never thought that he would ever try something like that with me. Shit. So when I saw that movie, I was like, oh my God, I got to talk to the Lulu gang about that to make them aware that it's very dangerous on these campuses. And now that they are targeting Black colleges, I know I wanted to talk to you all about it. I'll subscribe to you and hit the like button. Thank you so much, Dakota. Welcome in. Welcome to the Lulu gang. I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. And now that, you're going to be having people in your family going to college, y'all have a real talk with them. Tell them to be so careful out here. A whole lot of scamming goes on these college campuses. When you go to college campuses, security needs to be really, really talked about. You know what I'm saying? How is your night going? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. We're just talking about a movie that I saw and an experience that I had when I was in college. Of course, I'll be 55 on Thursday, honey. So that was a long, long, long time ago. But when I saw this movie, I just really wanted to talk to you all because I know that I have a lot of women who listen to me. And I just want to bring it to the forefront of your minds for us to just collectively to really, really, are you just working? Okay. Well, have a good, listen, I hope that you have a good, your good shift. Okay. You're able to go home and really relax and enjoy yourself. And I hope you enjoy the conversation. I don't really like to, of course, bring stuff up like this. Okay, all right then. Thank you so much for your service. Before my mom passed away, whenever she would get sick, honey, I called an ambulance, and they were always so nice and so professional and really, really helped me and treated her with the utmost respect. So thank you so much for your service. You all, You all come to us at a traumatic time, and thank you for being professional and keeping our loved ones safe. But yeah, y'all, I just really wanted to share my testimony. Thank God nothing happened to me. Thank you, Jesus. But I don't want this to be something that happens a lot and we don't talk about it. Our family members deserve to go to school and have a good education without worrying about some idiot taking advantage of them. And even though sometimes, and y'all know how it is when you're adolescent, you feel like nothing is going to happen. But remind them that something could happen. And if something does happen, what to do. And if they go to somebody and nobody listens, you can be the one that they listen to. Okay? You can be the one that they talk to. And you need to know the signs if something has happened to look for, because sometimes something will happen and the young lady or the young man will be so afraid they will never say anything. You need to look for signs of that too, okay? Because, like, I felt embarrassed. I didn't want to talk about it. Well, what if that is my cousin? I need them to be able to at least come to me. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, this just really, really was tugging on my heart, and I wanted to talk to y'all about it. 100, you're right, Lucinda. Yes, we must talk to the girls and yes, and boys. It's not even our own. Yes, not. Don't worry about if they yours or not. And that's another thing. We're so one thing. The reason why we don't talk to the young people is because they don't want to listen to us, and we know they're gonna be rolling their eyes and sometimes get disrespectful. Sometimes we're gonna have to take a chance and just talk to them anyway. Maybe bring it up to the parent. Say, hey, I want you to talk to, Chrissy. She's going to school next year. Have you talked to her about? I've been seeing where this is an issue on campuses. And especially if they're going to a major university where it's white, black, and all kind of races, and it's one of those real wide open campuses. You see what I'm saying? So please, ma'am, please, sir, let's talk to our kids about being safe when they're going to college, high school, middle school. Let's be open and let's share stories that are going on and give them scenarios of, okay, what would you do if this happened? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, to be honest with you, when he did that, I couldn't think. I could not think because I was so shocked that he did it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that to be someone in your family and they just scramble and they just don't do anything and just freeze. You see what I'm saying? So please, y'all, I just the fact of, and when you see the movie, when you see how disrespectful, how this boy treated this girl, y'all, it just, and then with this whole thing, we got a YouTube couple that's kind of going through, a lot of us been talking about too. It just, every time I see something like that, and every time I turn on the TV, I'm looking at young girls who are getting murdered, who are getting just, treated horribly. And I'm just sick of it. And it's almost like the country expects for our young ladies to be disrespected and treated bad, killed and all this kind of stuff. And it's not okay. It is not freaking okay. This just don't make no sense. Every time you turn on the news, you seeing some young black girl, beautiful black girl on TV for some mess. We can't keep losing our kids like this. It was a line in Spotlight that stung me. It took a village to raise a child and a village to, yep. Yes, a village would do that. And people know what so-and-so is doing. and a turn and, well, that wasn't none of my business. Yes, it is your business. Yes, it is your business. I mean, they had this thing. When I tell y'all, when y'all watch the movie, when they had the gate and they had somebody at the gate unlocking it and locking it, I said, oh, hell no, they got a damn security guard at the doggone whole campus. Girl, get on somewhere. Get on somewhere. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I'm like, what? Because my thing was, where they get this type of movie from? Hell, it had to be a true story. And it was. It was. It was. We just got to be, y'all, we got to talk to these kids. We got to keep on letting them know. We got to keep reminding them that they're not indispensable. And give them, give them some options. Hey, if this happens, have you a stun gun. Keep it on your keychain. Keep some kind of weapon on your keychain. If you get if you get into a situation, honey, cut that nigga's eyes out. Cut his thing out. Do something. And for God's sakes, we need to have, if they're going to be at a campus, there should be a question. If my daughter, my son, is assaulted, what is the process? You know what I'm saying? Because one thing, when the advisor in the movie went to the campus police, they were kind of nonchalant. And they were black. And she was black. You would think that, I come to you and I say, butter cookies, I haven't seen little Chrissy in 2 days. You would think that you would say, oh, okay, well, let me go to, honey. He was like, well, maybe she just, blah, 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 blah. Like, and then when when the advisor went to one of her professors and said, well, has so-and-so been in class? He said that wasn't his job. He said that was not his job. He said he got paid to teach. He didn't get paid to keep up with kids. I said, no, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? That's exactly what I said. And I know I shouldn't have said it, but I said it before I knew it. Yep, paid off. So yeah, I just don't want that situation to ever happen to anyone that I love. I don't want that to happen to anyone that my subscribers love, because this is a village and we have got to stand up for our rights. We are constantly being erased. We are constantly being belittled. We are constantly being told that we too this, we too that, and this and that. But at the same time, they'll turn right around, grape us, take advantage of us, and then laugh about it. Look at Diddy, okay? I'm sure it's a whole lot of young ladies that don't even know that they on a videotape in some warehouse somewhere. And he did it for years. He was known at Howard for slipping stuff in young ladies' drinks, having sex with them, and videotaping it. I know y'all saw the movie. That happened at Howard University. And people knew that. When you saw that movie, a lot of people knew it. Yes, it was a village. A whole village knew what Diddy was doing. And look, he made it. Look how many years it took for people to speak out on him. And he was graping girls, boys, dogs, cats, hamsters, and hummingbirds with his girl. Don't get me started on Diddy. And Lord, we can't even, baby, we ain't even got enough time to talk about Epstein. You don't know how many professors is in it. Shit, you don't know how many workers at the damn colleges in it. You see what I'm saying? You don't know how many college students are in it. We don't know. So I'm telling y'all, it's going to behoove us to be the spokesman for our families and to talk have really hard, tough conversations with our family, all of our family. Hey, Tanya. Welcome in, Tanya Godwin. It's bigger than him. Yes, it's much, much bigger. But I just don't want that. That to me is the worst thing you could do to a human being. Lou, I will be talking to you Thursday. I got some things I got to take care of now. Have a good evening. Good night, chat. Okay, Miss Alabama, thank you so much for being a supporter and being a really good member. So we would definitely talk on Thursday. I appreciate you. I just wanted to make y'all aware of this. This is something that when I saw that movie, I was like, oh my God, we got to talk about this. And it's just, y'all know how I feel about young people. And I just want them to have the opportunity to have an education and be safe, and just be safe. And it's just a sad world that they got people out here who are willing to take advantage of them. And they just don't realize the dangers out there. So I just want to make that something that we're aware of and to keep our community safe. Because if we don't take care of each other, honey, we are going to be lost. So, yeah. I hope you guys are experiencing good weather. I have been seeing the record-breaking weather. And, boy, the book of Revelations is really coming to pass. So, y'all be careful. Start being informed, Make sure you are checking on your loved ones, making sure everybody is safe. I know when they have these big snow blizzards and stuff like that, people's power go out. So I hope that everybody is safe. I heard a content creator say yesterday that she was hoping that all of her people on her side was safe, but she don't. That she hoped that the people, the ops, that something. What she said? She said something like, basically, she didn't care what happened to him. And I thought that was really a hateful thing to say, because even if you're not a subscriber of mine, or even if you don't really too much like me, I don't want to see nothing happen to you. But of course, people love to talk about that they're Christian, but to walk the Christian life, you have to really be an unselfish person. And I just feel like a lot of content creators out here, really, it's money. And they don't have a problem about letting you know that it's just money. And of course, if that's your thing, fine. But if you don't care about the people, why are you even out here, is my point. But of course, I just have a small voice, so whatever. But anyway, y'all, we are almost about to come up on the hour. I definitely want to, y'all check that movie out. I'm sure that we'll probably bring it up again. The next thing that I want to talk about that I won't talk about tonight, I did see on TikTok where there was a young lady. She has a child and she's overwhelmed with being a mother. And she was on there crying, talking about don't have kids. She has a child that's on the spectrum, and he really, really acts out. And she has no support. And I definitely want to show y'all the clip of what she said on TikTok. And I wanted y'all to talk. I want to talk to you all about it. Because I see where there are mothers who are speaking out about being overwhelmed with being a mother and not having support. And I really want to get y'all's thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get pregnant, it's too late to say, well, you should have did what you should have did. You shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get y'all's thoughts on that too. But we'll talk about that another time, because I really want to show that clip. I hope I don't get in trouble for showing that clip, but it's a TikTok clip. And just to get y'all's thoughts on that. I really feel so sorry for it. But I did see that a lot of people who saw that on TikTok, they started sharing things with her. Some of the people sent toys for her little boy. there's like this little thing where he can jump on sensory things, because by him being on the spectrum, he needs a lot of sensory type of toys. Um, and so I know that we have started to get those types of things at school, for kids, because even though kids may be on the spectrum, it just depends on how much they may still be in the regular classroom. So we're going to have to start putting things in for them, because they're cutting. We don't really have enough teachers to really have special ed classes. So the regular teachers are going to have to start using things, strategies to help with children at schools. So I want to talk about those. And if you all know of kids who are on the spectrum, if you have some experience, maybe you can share some things that you all need. So we'll talk about that at another time. But I'm going to go ahead. Yes, it is sad that there is no family support. And there's something that we need to talk about, because as a young lady, you need to think about that. Okay? When you get out here and you're laying with these guys, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Okay? So just because you get pregnant by don't mean he gonna be there to support you. Do you think this diagnosis is more so now than in the past? Yes. And I'm concerned about that. Why is that? I was looking at here on YouTube, one of the guys who was the CEO, no, I think he was on the board of directors for Oreo cookies. He was talking about some of the chemicals that they use for the cream filling. And I said to myself, no wonder we got so many kids being born with autism. Y'all, a lot of the stuff that's in the food, it's just, because every time you turn around, I know for Christmas, with my family, I am now I'm old enough to see the next generation have kids. And we got more kids in our family on the spectrum. I mean, we just kind of come together. See, we gonna love them regardless, because they part of our bloodline. So we gonna always, it's a lot of teachers in my family. So, we're always supporting all the kids. But it's hard on the young couples. And so I'm hoping, we're definitely trying to urge the young men in our family who have babies with these young women to really be really committed and try to stay with the young ladies. Hey, Seretness, and really try to build more of a family with them. Um, but I know I'm old timey, and I know we can't force them to get married, but I definitely want them to stay involved with their kids and really, really be a support system as they've had these babies out here. And I hope that they would never disappoint their Auntie Lou by being deadbeats. But all I can do is talk to them and threaten them within an inch of their life if they get out here and be a damn fool and embarrass me out here by not taking care of their doggone kids, okay? Now, that's how I talk to mine, okay? I love you, but I talk crazy to you, okay? Especially when you get out here and get a baby and you want to, act like you want to be young and you don't want to have no responsibility. No, you should thought about that before you got them, okay? So, we just try to urge them to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And I am definitely one of those nosy aunts that stick my nose where it should not be. And of course, sometimes I say things that I should not say, but I mean what I say and I stand by what I say. So when I say, don't get out here and embarrass me, don't get out here and be a deadbeat, I mean what the hell I say, okay? And I'm not going to apologize for it. Hey, oh Lord, I can't say that. Hey, baby. Hey, darling. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this little talk. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. Cause baby, that movie, it really touched my heart. But my baby is in her bed now. She's cuddled up with her little, I don't know what this is, her little squirrel. She was over here cutting up, but she didn't settle down. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in this tub and kind of relax a little bit. I got some paperwork to work on. And then I'm going to go to bed. So I'm sure I will be seeing you beautiful ladies and gentlemen in other chats tonight. And I hope you all have a great night. I hope that you have a good Wednesday tomorrow. I just wanted to talk to y'all about this movie and the fact that HBCUs are being targeted for trafficking. And I just want to bring awareness to that and hopes that you will talk to your family. And I'm definitely going to be talking to mine, okay? Let's keep our family safe. And I know that you guys are going to have an amazing day tomorrow. So I'm going to try to come and talk to y'all tomorrow. We may do a little kiki tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday. It'll be birthday eve. So we may do a little kiki tomorrow. You never know. Thank you so much, Buddy Cookies. And you do the same. As I always say, love you later. Bye-bye.